Jill Chandler with our national anthem as we take a look at our O'Brien's Recycling starting netminders. Gabrielle Dagla, a draft choice of the Pittsburgh Penguins. Played last night in Halifax. Gets a call again here tonight, 3-3. 4.43 goes against Everton in an 8.75 save percentage. He'll go up against the Dominator. Donald first in the league and wins with 7. Second in the league in save percentage, 9.21. Third in the league, goes against average at 2.30. When Donnie Hickey starts, the Charlottetown Islanders win. We'll see if that streak continues here tonight against Victoriaville with the Brudenell Tire Center opening face-off. Here is the Hall of Famer, George Matthews.
Thanks for turning the audio on for me, Corey. The Islanders at home against the Victoriaville Tigres, and both teams will come to center ice. Charlottetown wearing their traditional first half of the season, dark black jerseys, harvest gold white trim. Road whites of the Victoriaville Tigres. Lemaire out for Victoriaville, along with Garapi and as well Bork across the top. Islanders coming with Flanagan. They've got Seymour. And off that left wing, puck is down with Troba out for Charlottetown as well. As the Islanders will advance in this opening period, left to right, cleared in by Victoriaville, coming off a 4-2 loss last night to Halifax. In front, there's a shot, big save, right out of the chute. And this one is off the stick of Bork as he was parked blocker's side, and a quick pass out off in front. Telescoping out is going to be Donald Hickey. Not an easy routine save to open up the hockey game. Set all the way back down deep inside the Islanders zone now. Charlottetown deep inside their own territory. Will try to drag it along the right wing boards. Brought back now by McKinnon in back of the goal. And we've got Charlottetown countering the other way. Center driving in. Fleet-footed Anthony Flanagan doesn't get it cleared in deep. Lob has possession for the Tigres. Back we go as Paquette will play it up through center ice. Cut off Charlottetown. 3-on-2 the other way. Backsided pass. Conrad loops up. Save. Rebound comes. Blocker's side. Right out of the get-go here. Some goaltending having to be significant. Conrad again stepping in. Blocker sharply into a crowd. Up top it goes stick side. Then goes long glove side. Goal wide of the goaltender Degla. Here's going to be Peddle up top. Fires it wide glove side. It kicks off the end zone glass. Charlottetown looking for the game's first goal here. Swept back around by Durko. High right point. As Dylan McKinnon will keep it in. Threads it along the end boards all the way around high to the left point. It is not going to be kept back in again. Butler is going to take control. And we've got the Charlottetown Islanders regrouping back inside their own territory.
Now, top line out with great scoring opportunities early on. And Dagla has to be busy making a couple of key stops through traffic.
Cleared in, Nathan Leake. Great article by Jason Simmons of The Guardian on the Ontario minor hockey product. Back down, here comes Shields coming off a hat-trick game against Newfoundland on Monday afternoon. Boyega, the birthday boy, is going to play the puck deep inside the Victoriaville zone. He's 18, is he not now?
He is not. He is, I should say.
As in off that right wing. Puck is going to be shipped in deep now, wide to the glove side of Donald Hickey. Leake tries to toss it around. He'll pitch it along, high off the right point, trying to keep it in. As Flynn is going to turn it over. This one sent back up through the middle, right to the goaltender Degla, and he's going to hold on. When you take a look at Gabriel Degla, big expectations, high draft pick. What was he, a top 5 pick in his draft year? Somewhere, I think.
Yeah, second overall.
Yeah, big expectations for the goaltender.
And it has been, it's been tough for Dagla. I mean, his team in front of him just, hasn't defended extremely well. But listen, it's a new season. He's always had the talent. Second overall, he was terrific in his draft year as a 15-year-old in St. Hyacinthe. And he certainly is a guy that, this is the franchise built from the net out. And he's going to see a lot of rubber and get a lot of playing minutes this year. Big part of that team.
Well, allowing him to mature. And with that maturity, at times you get a more complete position player, whether it's a goaltender or whatever it is. And again, had all kinds of expectations in his draft year here in the Quebec Maritime Junior Hockey League. It'll be lifted back in again off the stick of Lavender as the puck into the corner off the back wall now. Bit of a stick battle there. Lavender again now off that left wing corner to the point. Lob has possession, trying to go cross ice. This one bounced back on that low glove side. It kicks off again right to the glove side of goaltender Donald Hickey. Charlottetown will try to lift it off the right wing boards. They're going to launch it all the way back down now. Lob will take control for Victoriaville. He'll circle in back of his own goal, reroutes it back the other way, right to left, up top through the middle. That pass doesn't click. Send in deep inside the Islanders zone. Icing the call at 3:18 of the opening period. No scoring shots on goal favoring the Island at 3-1.
And this Victoriaville team, as we talked about last night, gave up 3 goals in 61-second span in Halifax, which was certainly the difference in the hockey game. And they battled to make it a game, but they came into Charlottetown last night. What a stretch to start their season. 10 games on the road before returning home to the Colisée in Victoriaville this weekend.
This one out of play again. Renovations taking place in Victoriaville. Ice surface, glass, boards, seating, things being done there. So that's the reason why. They're going to play, as you said, what, about 10 games? This is game 9 they play, so they're going to play 10 games on the road.
Tomorrow night and then returning back home.
So they're going to have some long stretches of home games. Off the face-off, glove side of Degla, trying to get it down low with Trova. That one misses wide to the right. It's loose in back. Charlottetown again trying to get to it. Feed it right off in front with a post-to-post pass that goes astray. Here's an attempted shot by Watroba. That one is going to be snuffed out off a leg. And it's loose along the half wing. Charlottetown off that high right point. Owen Conrad is going to deny the attempted clear down by the Tigre. And it'll be given away. Charlottetown back in on a give and go. Seymour tries to park it in front. And there's an attempted shot that just is not completed towards the goal. Sweep around, no-look feed. Again controlled by Charlottetown. Here's C.J. Watroba down low off that left corner. He's going to dangle with it now. The puck rolls off of his stick. David Seymour tries to embed his man. It's loose in back. Now where we have, again, Victoriaville taking control. Brunet with possession, slowing the pace down. Line change for the Teague as we've got Victoriaville from the right trying to bring it back. They're going to rip it off the right wing boards. Bank the other way, all the way down the length of the ice. Icing again the call with 15:35 left in the opening period. And the shots remaining 3-1. In favor of the Charlottetown Islanders. This is for the Islanders, their 4th game in about a week here. 4th and 7. They're going to play 5 and 8 tomorrow night as well with Val-d'Or in town at 7 o'clock.
And we talk about the Islanders road trip when they got out. Victoriaville will feel the same thing. Finish up tomorrow, then a week off before a pair of weekend games at home following weekend. I was misspoken in thinking that I was thinking there's no way they travel down for 3 and go home and play again on Sunday, and that's not the case. A little bit more time to get the old rink polished up in Victoriaville before they'll enter, and a nice stretch of home games for this Teague team.
Not certainly on traditional when arenas are having renovations done. Same thing in Halifax. Almost gives the renovation about a 2-month window that they take advantage of. Right back in again. Here's Tyler Peddle. That pass is going to be misfired. Trying to butt it down in back of the goal is Ross Campbell countering now. On the reroute off that left wing, it'll be tapped back in by Sabaron. As again, it's loose. As the puck is going to be given away, Tyler Peddle showing some pretty fleet-footedness here right now. Drives the play down low into the right wing corner. Ross Campbell off the back wall, dips by one. Continues in the fringe now to take possession. Plays it high to the left point. There's a shot wide on the stick side of Degla. As it'll be Charlottetown trying to hustle for the loose puck. It's not going to play here for a stoppage in play. And the face-off will come about as a result. In between periods 1 and 2, Corey, coming up. What do we have?
Simon Olivier, the head coach of Victoriaville. As Colin Paquette will head to the penalty box. His helmet came off in a scrum of pedal. He put it back on, but the chin strap was undone. And that one goes detected by the official, Mario Maillet. And so Paquette, big strapping, mean physical defenseman, who I really liked in his draft here. Victoriaville has a good one. And he doesn't back down, but what you have to do when you lose your helmet is skate off the ice.
Yeah. So both teams with high-octane power plays here. Victoriaville #1 in the league in the manpower advantage. Charlottetown 3rd overall. Big step up. Here's Campbell. Ice wide. There's a shot towards the goal by Leak. That one is snuffed out, then sent all the way back down again. The Islanders 27.5 is their power play success rate, 11 for 40. And they'll bring it back from the right here as Kiersey tries to drop it off. Power play goal. Shields has got 4. That's tied for 2nd in the league. He's got control of the puck. As we have a cross D pass. Kiersey looking for a Leak down low near corner off that high right circle. Ice wide feed. Shields tries a quick release it. And that one is going to be fanned on. Shields has got 4. Leak's got 2. Peddle's got 2. As far as power play goal scorers are concerned. So again, Charlottetown back through the middle. Backsided pass. Campbell receives again. Hands it back for Nathan Leak. High off the right wing from about 55 feet. Sweeps it down low in off the end wall. As Matt Butler walks it off the half wall. Stick handles in traffic. Plays it up high. Cross ice. Feed. Leak fires. Trying to knock at it. Sweeping at it is going to be Will Shields. It'll come high to the left point. Back for Kiersey. Top of the left circle again. Down on a give and go. Isles walking off the corner, short side. Trying to nail that short side corner will be Charlottetown. Blocker's side, and Dagla, as Butler was there but couldn't jam it home. And he's going to seize the loose puck and hold on with 42 seconds left on the provincial Realty power play of the Charlottetown Islanders.
Good puck movement by the Islanders, trying to find Shields in a couple opportunities. Degg was able to seal that one up, and Shields didn't get everything he wanted on it. It was kind of falling forward as he lets the shot go. No rebound, that's the key, as the Pens prospect will hold on. Face-off coming back down to the right.
Flanagan out for Charlottetown, along with Tyler Peddle, Watroba, Conrad, and brother Brady Peddle. Don't know whether we've had a Peddle and Peddle goal this year, have we? I'm not sure. You've called all the games except for one, so that'll happen at some point as Conrad, right face-off dot. Tyler Peddle walking the offensive line. Conrad snaps one through. Watroba was there. The rebound got away. Off that corner to the left of the Victoriaville net. Charlottetown on the fringe. There's Conrad. 24 seconds left across the ice. There's an opportunity. Tic-tac and a double toe, as that's a four-way passing play, and just fanned on by Charlottetown. Again, high to the right point. Brady Peddle across. In front, there's a drive, wide glove side on Degla. High off the right point. Brady Peddle will try to keep it in. Bit of a scramble off in back of the goal. Charlottetown will end up. Conrad fires it in front. Toe save made! Nice stop by Degla on that one. Off that left leggy. He had it pinned down. Perfect pad save. Paquette back in again, and he's knocked down on the play. Charlottetown resets. Here they come the other way, as it'll be brought back in by Watroba in a 0-0 game. A roof shot up top, knocked down again. Big rebound. Boyega is going to step into his man. C.J. Watroba finds a man open. Backsided pass. Stepping in. Beauty save made. And a little crease chaos off in front. Finally cleared all the way down by the Islanders with a couple of opportunities to try to get the game's first goal.
Antoine Provencher, great blocker save. A couple of big-time saves by Gabriel Dagla as the Teague giving up some opportunities. Owen Conrad with a couple of physical body checks as well as players bouncing around the ice. 9-1 shots on goal. We're scoreless, though. We'll take a break and step out. You're listening to Mr. Lubin Tire, Charlottetown Islanders Hockey on Max 93.1. Five innings.
Play, the provincial Realty power play, 0 for 1 in the game. They've blistered some shots towards goaltender Dagla. There's been some crease craziness off in front, but Dagla's held the fort together so far. Seymour tries to jar his man as Dusky working the far stick side corner of Dagla. Both teams now, it's finally pried loose. Nicky Boyega, he is pushed off the puck. The puck is dragged out, brought back in again. Delayed offside will be the call. And we'll have the face-off coming about outside of the Victoriaville line. Again, Val-d'Or in town tomorrow night. Same time slot, 7 o'clock. Love to see you here, as the Isles will play 5 and 8 at home.
And a big shout-out to Antoine Provencher, named to
Yes,
one of the
sir.
Team Canada U8, U17 teams. They're going to take place in Truro here next month. Nearly had his first right there. Antoine, of course, has worked diligently that injury, first game of the season, to battle back to get where he's at right now.
Provencher, 22 goals, 48 points in the season last year, playing in the under-18 in the province of Quebec. He's a significant player. Stepping in, there's going to be Hickey with a nice opportunity there. Again, puck is still loose as Lob let a shot go. He got stuck in back off the blue line, went one-on-one with the goal. Oh, big hit. And Lob goes down off the hit there by Ross Campbell. In back of the goal, trying to sweep it around. Sheloff is going to turn it over. Charlottetown will bring it back. Game a little physical times here. Campbell as Victoriaville, looking at the Islanders' record of 8-1-2, they know that they are off to a great start here, measuring stick game for the Tigres, as they're 4-4 in the season. It'll be sent in. Charlottetown regrouping deep inside their own territory, edged off the right wing boards. Paquette tries to tap it back in. He does for the Tigres. Charlottetown having possession. Kiersey shanks it off a skate. Here's Rowan Walsh off the left side wall and in. Chip and charge down low in back of the goal. Degla trying to crank it around. Puck will come loose. Lemaire tries to take possession of it. Finally comes loose through center ice. Garapi is going to not control it cleanly. And we've got Nathan Leake for the Islanders resetting up through the middle. There's a threaded pass, and it'll be Rowan Walsh helping to bank it in. But again, the play blowing down. 10:34 left in the opening period. No scoring between Victoriaville and your Charlottetown Islanders.
And physical start to this hockey game. Maddox Labrie with his head down, and Ross Campbell lowers the shoulder on him. Labrie playing with a full face shield. He pops back up to his feet.
Islanders are not a small team. They've got a physical presence to play that style if need be. Here comes LePage with a shot. Traffic off in front. Rebound bouncing loosely. The Islanders will end up with it, trying to generate a 2-on-1. Here's Leak. Rips it towards the goal. And that one is wide on that high glove side of Degla. As the Tigre now will walk it along the left wing boards. They'll get it out. Not far, though. Will Shields cuts it off. Drops it in deep now. Left of the Victoriaville goal. Looping in back. There's an opportunity. Dirko looking a lot more confident here. Trying to go up top on a wraparound. Charlottetown again. There's Flanagan with a drive. Kick to side. Rebound comes stick side. And Voyega tried to step in. A lot of 17-year-old action out there right now for the Charlottetown Islanders. Here's Voyega. And again down low. Dirko looking for Dusky. Quick peek pass. Flanagan. That is going to be cut off. Bringing it back now. It will be Victoriaville back through center ice. As it'll be off the stick of Paquette. He drifts the puck in not deep. Emile Gupel looking for Flanagan. Tries to shimmy shake by one. He's pinned up. Victoriaville right back in again. Savoie with a shot. That one wide. And it's rattled around off the wall. Dadje plays it in deep off that stick side of the Islanders goaltender. Donald Hickey. Dusky is going to try to take possession. He's going to fire the puck inside the Victoriaville zone. Nolan Dusky for the Islanders. 3 points last week here. As it'll be an in-between hopper right to the goaltender, Donald Hickey. He'll tuck it aside. McKinnon now. Board battle off that right corner. In back of the net. Sends it around. Watroba tries to hustle back through center ice. Seymour's there as well. But again, the play being whistled down. 8:56 left in the opening period. No scoring.
The Islanders giving up a couple of chances there. And Donald Hickey has to be sharp. I mean, everybody's collapsing down low. This young Victoriaville team driving towards the front of that. Nicky Voyega, great shift as well. The birthday boy steps in from the backhand. A loose rebound off the skate of Dagla. And Voyega had popped in. Just skipped over his stick. Had a good look. Just wouldn't settle down for him. Physical. This is about as physical of a start as I've seen. And talking to Simon Olivier, the head coach, he's an old school. Of course, his young fellow Matthew Olivier, as tough as they come in the National Hockey League.
With the Jackets, really tough.
Not many tougher.
No, he's a willing goer. There's no doubt about that. You don't have to ask him a second time. Back in, Vlasov looking for somebody to pick. Oh, my goodness. A laser shot. Gifted goal by Vlasov as he looks and takes a peek, thinking he's going to hit the trailer, and then he goes bar down with a laser high glove side. Jeez, what a shot.
Well, this is what the talk is right now of these
moly.
young Russians in Victoriaville. And Vlasov waits and ting and in as he just jams on the brakes and flicks the wrists. And a bit of a screen in front of Donald Hickey. And all those shots early on saves by Dagla. Next thing you know, it's a beautiful shot.
Just a beautiful shot. 17 years of age, the both of them. Shilov and Vlasov. And that's Vlasov's 7th of the season. He's not far off the pace leader in goals here in the league at 17 years of age. But, man, you'd have to be here. We can't describe it like it was on radio. But just a sizzling shot, high glove side. Donald Hickey, no opportunity, but the peak, it was like a cheater type of move. He looked for the trailer and just in one motion went high glove side and buries it. So, nice goal. Not going to be much better than that here. 1-0 in favor of the Tigres, as again, it'll be Vlasov with his 7th off the season when scoring first. The Tigres are 1-0 this season. Obviously, they haven't scored a lot first, but 1-0 when they do, and they've got the lead in this one. Beauty.
I like to shoot the puck.
Yeah.
You can see why he does.
Man, that was again, we could talk about it. It was just a laser of a wrister.
It was a surprise.
Yeah, and it was a surprise, and that's the key of the goalie. It looked like he was going to hit the trailer coming back, but he hits the stick out of the forward like he's going to back pass it, and he just turns the wrist, and then, a wicked wrister is what it was, with some pretty powerful wrist turning on that one by the young Russian, and it beats Donald Hickey to the far glove side, bar down cleanly. And a bit of that might be surprise, but I think it had some pretty good giddy up to it as well. It was in the net pretty quick. Drilled back in again by Lepage. This one echoes off the end wall. Charlottetown now trailing 1-0. As it'll be Lemieux Goupil trying to push it along. Doesn't get it cleared out. Paquette gives it away. Provencher, nice pass through center ice for Shields. Driving the plate in, down off the right wing, right off in front as Charlottetown tries to get to it. As again now, here's Nathan Leake, dazzles by one, lets a shot go. That one is going to be shanked wide off a stick. Provencher tries to tap it off in front. Tigres are going to try to bring it back. Lepage loses an edge. Puck is sent off the logo at center ice. Right back in again now. Seymour wide to the outside, slithers by a check off to the glove side corner of the goaltender Gabriel Degla, and as it'll be a bit of a corner battle there, trying to clear it out. The Tigres not successful off the corner again. Big Jabez Seymour works it to the outside, high right point. There's going to be an opportunity for McKinnon, tapped off in front on a rebound. But the Isles couldn't hit the 24 square feet. Again on the fringe now. Isles trying to respond to tie this back up again. Wide to the right, off the end zone netting. Charlottetown now. Again, looks like a power play as Leake lets a shot go. Durko, board battle off the end boards. McKinnon tries to pinch it in, gloved ahead. That'll force the stoppage and play with 6:34 left in the opening period. The Islanders trailing 1-0, out shooting the Tigres by the total of 12-5.
And it was a hot start for Charlottetown, but Victoriaville has settled in. I mean, you need your star goaltender. He played last night, and you need him to come again, and it's Alexei Vlasov from Paquette and Shilov at 11:24 that has Victoriaville on the board. Haven't had a lot of grade A opportunities, but all it takes is one, and that one surprised us up here. I think it surprised Donald in goal. Probably doesn't surprise anybody in Victoriaville with that shot.
Here comes Flanagan back again. As Petal, they've got two of them. There's not one. Here's Lavendare trying to bust in, chips it towards the goal wide as it drains to the stick side of Donald Hickey, right off in front. A bit of a flea flicker dribbler that he's going to cover up in the blue, and he will hold on with a stoppage and play face off to his right.
So they took Shilov out of the both Russians played in the USHL last year, 16-year-olds.
Okay.
This year was the first year you're allowed to trade Euro picks again, so Victoriaville traded back into the first round. They picked 3rd overall. They took Shilov, and they traded back into the first round, 12th overall, and took Vlasov. So some tidy work by GM Kevin Cloutier to get those two studs. No visa problems to get to Victoriaville, and they're here, and they're lighting it up.
Yeah, they seem to they got to Victoriaville, no problem.
And, of course, we're alluding to Ivan Rabkin, of course, drafted by Charlottetown and still waiting for potentially him to land here on the island.
As it'll be brought back in again into the slot. Oh, up top, gifted glove save made by Donald Hickey. A holy shitty save keeps it 1-0 in favor of Victoriaville. We're back on the other side. You're listening to Charlottetown Islanders Hockey. Being brought to you here, of course, by Mr. Lubin Tire. They're open 7 days a week for all of your car maintenance needs. Welcome back to the Eastlink Center here in Charlottetown. George Matthews, Corey Arsenault with you. Islanders out shooting. The Tigres 13-6, but they trail by the score of 1-0. Just a terrific snipe shot by the young 17-year-old Russian, Vlasov. And it's a 1-0 game to this particular point. But, Corey, you alluded to Victoriaville getting the 3rd and 12th overall picks in the import draft and trading Euro picks. And how does that work?
Well, so they traded just a pick in the regular U18 draft, right? So they would have traded. I don't know. I'll look to trade up, but potentially a 3rd round pick to whatever team that already had Euros for the 12th pick in the European draft. We'll trade you a 3rd round pick in the Q draft, and they flip flop that. You can trade Q draft picks for Euro picks.
That's the key. Okay. As through center ice,
because teams already have their players in place, right? So,
right. Gotcha. Okay. So it's just not imported picks. You can trade a Q draft pick for that as well.
For an import pick.
Yeah. Sheloff is going to be de-iced. Down he goes. As Charlottetown from the scrum now. Getting the head up is going to be Matty Butler. Wide off the right side is going to be Ross Campbell. But offside will be the call against Charlottetown. And we've got the stoppage in play. With the face-off coming back outside of the Tigre line. Charlottetown territorially having the advantage. Physically, it's been response by both teams. Face-off coming back outside of the Tigre blue line. Sent back in again. Wired around. Puck high off the half wall, left side to the near point. Owen Conrad back for Dylan McKinnon. Tries to chip at it. Ends up loose outside of the Victoriaville blue line. Big action around Major League Sports tonight. Those Blue Jays. Man, oh man. Can't say that I got back onto the wagon after the weekend, but pretty impressive last night. Here comes Shields with a quick snap. That one. See what they can get done tonight. Never take it back to Toronto. My goodness, there's a shot. Oh, kick save and a beauty again. This one off the stick of Nathan Leake. Lightning with the legging on that one is going to be the goaltender Degla, as he has to reverse, going from right to left, back to right with that right pad. That's not easily done.
He's been good.
Yep, it's been really good. Stopping 14-14. Showing glimpses there. Off that right wing feed, Seymour gets it played in, and we've got the stoppage in play.
Yeah, so I'm looking up that trade right now. So Victoriaville traded their 2nd round, or rather 3rd round import pick. Where is it here now? Yeah, 2nd round import pick and a 3rd round pick to Gatineau for Gatineau's 1st round import pick and a 6th round pick. So they gave up a 3rd in the Q draft to move up to number 12 in the Euro draft. Tidy little bit of business.
Yeah, so they had something.
Well, Gatineau already had, right? They had,
Oh, here we go. Back the other way and into the goal in front up top. That one not missing by much. As Paquette joined the 2-on-1 and had that opportunity in that crease-wide feed and just misses to the glove side on the goaltender Donald Hickey. Just continuing on, Corey.
Yeah, so Gatineau already had their guys in place, right? So that's what allowed them to make the move, and they move up in the Q draft, and Victoriaville, both teams are happy.
As it's going to be edged off the boards, Boyega resetting in his own blue line. Little feather pass to Flanagan. Islanders trailing 1-0. Gifted skating Flanagan, rips it wide. Dusky, high to the left point. Peddle fires a shot. Not sure Degla saw it as there was traffic off in front. Lifted off the dasher, trying to keep the puck in. Flanagan hands it off. There's Watroba, knocked down again. Active blocker by Degla in this opening period. Flanagan kick save and another one. This one, laser-like off the leggy. He's been all blocker and padding here in this opening period. He's made a number of saves. Charlottetown trying to flick it back through into the neutral zone. Broken back up again. There's a shot by Savoie. That one is knocked down by goaltender Donald Hickey. As Charlottetown counters now, rerouting down that right side wall and in. Watroba wards off a check, lays it off in front. The puck was loose. And regrouping there, Laverdere for the Victoriaville Tigres. 2:25 left in the opening period. 16-7, the shots on goal in favor of the Island, but trailing 1-0 to the Tig. as we've got Victoriaville back, broken up again, right back in again. Tyler Peddle looking for a trailer, backside pass to Conrad. That one is going to be deflected, and we've got out of play for a stoppage here, and a face-off will come about as a result with 2:07 left.
Well, the Islanders have had their chances here in this opening period, but the best player on the ice has been Gabriel Dagla. Dagla, as we talked about, highly touted in his Q draft here, second overall. And they've stuck with him here in Victoriaville. I'll tell you what, he looks really good here in this opening 18 minutes.
Strong with the blocker,
He's always been ultra quick.
Yeah, strong with both pads. Sent all the way back down again now. As hustling for it.
Not an easy league to step into as a 16-year-old, as a goaltender.
Nope. Off the wall and in. Savoie high to the right point. Brunet with a drive. Hits iron on that one. Hit a post. As it goes into the corner, stick side of Donald Hickey. Charlottetown trying to lift it off the right wing boards. They'll edge it now back to the Tigre blue line. Lob looking for Vlasov. He's got the game's lone goal. There's a shot towards the goal. Gloved off that shot by Laverdare. And we've got the save made by Donald Hickey with 88 seconds left in the opening period.
Yeah, shot from the point. Labrador has had a couple. He's a real good-looking 18-year-old defenseman. Lets the shot go and beats everybody but the post as Victoriaville looking to tack onto their lead. Most of the play has been in Victoriaville's zone, but when they've had their opportunities,
they've had some looks. For sure. Some clean looks. And trying to get the puck lifted out is Will Shields. Off the Logwood center ice. Isles lose that. Battle, and Bork dumps it right back in again to the left of the Islanders' goal. And that one almost given away by goaltender Donald Hickey. It's still loose inside the zone. Trying to step in. Bork threads one down low. It drains wide to the left of Donald Hickey. And Hickey takes a look off the glove side corner. Near point right side. This one launched back up again into play with 61 seconds left in the opening period. Our guest in between periods 1 and 2. We've got the head coach of the Victoriaville Tigre, Guesty with us. Olivier is his son Matthew, a tough customer with the Columbus Blue Jackets.
And Simon had a real nice run with the Edmonton Blizzard of the Maritime League. That's where he came from. He's been in Edmonton for the last 3 or 4 years, and they always have a great program up there.
Well, they're one of the model franchises in Junior A. Certainly on the East Coast. Tipped and just drains wide, stick side. As Hickey might have got a piece of that to redirect it wide of the net. In back now. Again, trying to take possession. Sabaro battles hard. Paquette tries to join the play as well. It's dug free as Lepage tries to work it in high off that left point. Bit of a scrum up there. Little turnstile tussle as the puck along the wall finally tapped out. And it'll be controlled by the Tigre on their side of the neutral zone. They'll scoop it back up off that left wing, looking for a man open there. Lawton doesn't grab it onto his stick. Time now, not much left, 25 seconds, but here comes Charlottetown back in. Flanagan with a shot. That one's going to ricochet wide into the corner to the right of the Victoriaville net. Near point, Kiersey. This one now trying to take possession of Seymour, and it's going to be lifted the other way. Lawton looking for a man. Paquette goes to the net. Hickey turns that one away. That should be it for the period. So the Islanders will outshoot the Tigres 16-9, but trail 1-0. As we had a gifted goal, again, off the stick of Vlasov for the Victoriaville Tigre. Just a terrific, again, rope shot high to the glove side of Donald Hickey. But on the other side, goaltender Gabriel Dagla, just outstanding, 16 for 60. But Corey Arsto will give us the summary of that opening period. Back on the other side of the break here on Max 93.1. You're listening to Charlottetown Islanders Hockey, brought to you by Mr. Lubin Tire. Open 7 days a week for all of your car maintenance needs.
Welcome back to the East Link Center here in Charlottetown, where the Islanders trail the Victoriaville Tigres by a score of 1-0 after 20 minutes of play. As we take a look at our Island Abatement first period scoring summary. The Islanders came out guns a-blazing, had a power play early, 9-1 shots on goal at 1 point. Victoriaville with a great opportunity, but it's a great glove save by goaltender Donald Hickey to keep it scoreless. Donald Hickey with a big save early to keep it scoreless. Victoriaville would make something really out of nothing, and they have these two 17-year-old Russians that are high-end offense leading the team in scoring, and it's Alexei Vlasov, kind of a stop and pop in across the blue line as he rips it high on the glove side of Donald Hickey, crossbar and down, and Victoriaville takes a 1-0 lead. Alexei Vlasov from Colin Paquette and Alexei Shilov at 11:24 the first period has the Victoriaville Tigres in front by a score of 1-0. Now there's lots of opportunities, out shooting Victoriaville 16-9, but trailed by a score of 1-0. Islanders 0 for 1 on the power play. We'll be back on the other side of the break with Victoriaville head coach Simon Olivier on the other side, our Fundy Agriculture's first intermission guest. You're listening to Mr. Lubin Tire, Charlottetown Islanders hockey on Max 93.1. Welcome back to the Eastlink Center here in Charlottetown as we take a look at our Murphy's Pharmacy out-of-town scoreboard. Only one other game in the queue set to get underway in Baie-Comeau as the Eagles from Cape Breton have traveled all the way up to Baie-Comeau to take on the Drakkar. Summerside Caps on the road Saturday in Amherst. Kensington Wild on the road for pair games this weekend. Charlottetown Knights at home on Saturday night to the Moncton Flyers at the campus of UPEI. That is our Murphy's Pharmacy out-of-town scoreboard. We'll be back in 30 seconds' time with a call of period number 2. You're listening to Mr. Lubin Tire, Charlottetown Oilers Hockey on Max 93.1.
Welcome back. George Matthews, Corey Arsenault with you. Both teams coming to center ice for the second period. Charlottetown will advance it here on the Max 93.1 dial right to left in their dark black jerseys, harvest gold and white trim. They'll bring it off a face-off. Kiersey is going to try to fire the puck in, and it is going to be off Stanchion, and we have the play blown back down again. Just looking at the numbers, the Islanders on their roster here tonight, they've got 8 players that are 6 foot or over across the top on the forward combination. 8 forwards over 6 feet. Of those 8, 5 over 6'2". So that's almost half of your starting forward combination that's got some size. Their blue line is equally, I think they got about 6 defensemen. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 defensemen. Basically at 6'1" or bigger. So not a small roster that Jim Holton has put together this season. Some good size there. They like to play physical. Obviously, he wants skill as well, but they're not going to be run out of the building either at home or on the road for the most part. From the face-off again now, play underway. Charlottetown trying to regather. Conrad at center ice, trying to drag it now. Here's Flanagan, touch pass for Watroba, back in again. Down low, and that pass just not completed. As McKinnon wires it around, eventually into the blocker side corner of Degla with Victoriaville bringing it back through center ice. Brunet tried to grab that quick rink-wide feed. Broken back up again. Watroba takes a sweep at it. Doesn't connect on that one. The Tigres back inside their own territory. Stealing here, Charlottetown turning it around in front. There's a shot gloved down again by Degla. And again, he just brick walls the Islanders early in this second period, as he's made a number of great saves. This one off the glove side this time, and denies that attempt as the Tigres overplayed the puck inside their own zone, and all of a sudden, the Islanders got some puck luck, but they couldn't bury it.
And Daglo looks like he's in the zone here tonight. There's no denying that as the Islanders force a turnover. Ross Campbell, puck comes out in the slot. And Dagla, there again, when you're 6'4", you can cover a lot of the crease.
Yeah, he looks
quick.
He looks like a number 2 pick tonight from what we can see here. There's going to be Lemieux Goupol, and that shot gets away, springs away. It'll be the Tigre trying to get it cleared out again, kept in by Charlottetown. As we skip down low by Butler. There's going to be Tyler Peddle, tries then to train wreck his man into the corner, as it'll be brought back by the Tigre through center ice. Into the neutral zone. Garapy tries to bring the puck back in again, slides it to the outside, to the goal right off in front of backhand shot. Here we go. As it'll be Tyler Peddle and Delisle for the Tigre. Peddle wants to, he's got his jersey now. The gloves have come off. And the crowd looking for some physical fisticuff play, but it will not come about, as both players from their respective teams, they were ready to go between the blue lines, with the linesman quickly stepping in.
Man, that's what the linesmen are instructed to do. If you're going to go, you better get together and dance early, because if you give them a chance to jump in, they're instructed to get in and jump in. Player safety. And that's exactly, great job by the linesman. You want to waltz around and allow the linesman to get in, they're going to step in between you, and the fans don't like it. There's a little bit of old school hockey fans still out there, but that's what they're instructed to do, whether you like it or not. And they did a good job of doing it.
That
Dawson Wood and Matt McConnell.
Yeah.
And they gave them ample time. They kind of said, okay, you're going to go. You got to get in right away. They didn't want to go. They want to kind of put the little dancing pony and they'll take those tricks to the penalty box.
Aggressive.
It may not be the end of it.
No. I mean, again, numbers are taken, conversation takes place, but Tyler Peddle in a deep forecheck was physical.
Well, he got away with one because
Yeah.
Peddle punched him in the face with the glove on. And should have head to the box for roughing. DeLille didn't like it, stuck up for himself. They chatted, and DeLille was all right. Problem is, the old school showdown doesn't take place anymore. And for their efforts, they'll sit in the box for 2 or less for, I guess it's both 5-on-5, 2 minutes for unsportsmanlike. Very unsportsmanlike.
Yes. Shots on goal, 2-1 here. 2-1, 18-9, 2-1 in favor of the Islanders. But again, it's the Tigres leading by the score of 1-0. 5-on-5 play resuming to the right of goaltender Donald Hickey. He's always, almost every game he plays in, he's certainly under consideration for a game start. That's not the case here tonight because he hasn't seen a ton of time. But the guy at the other end, Degla, has been outstanding. Here comes Butler. He's going to seam one back down. Campbell in back of the goal. As we've got the puck back again, high to that right point. In front, that one knocked down and then just skips wide to the glove side. But Gabriel Degla sweeping again as Lemieux Goupil tries to play to the near boards right side, given away. There's Butler, touch pass, has it handed back, walks it off the side wall, leads it high to the right point. There's going to be Lemieux Goupil again, back for Voyega, across in front, trying to go. Great play by Voyega as he goes crisscross. As Butler inside the top of the right wing circle is not going to get enough on it to beat a very hot goaltender here tonight in Degla. But nice play by the youngster for Charlottetown. All the way back it goes deep inside the Islanders zone. Charlottetown resetting here now. They'll bring it back from the right. Ross Campbell, board side off the right wing, crisscrosses, near lane for Nathan Leake. Leake plays it in to the left of the goal. In back of the net again now. Both teams battle hard. Charlottetown tries to steal. That one off the stick of Paquette. Again now, stepping in is Kiersey, looking for Leake. Snapshot off the right pad of the goaltender. Spread eagling is going to be the goaltender Degla, sent to mid-ice. Drifted back in again by Charlottetown. Brunet tries to advance it again. Lavendera is off that right wing, doesn't grab it onto his stick. Loose in back, trying to muscle for it. Dadye, he tried to feed it off in front, not complete it in the aisles, and the turnover will bring it back. Leak now, and a chip and charge down low. He's first man in, but Cat hit hard. He's railroaded pretty good against the end zone glass. As Victo back through center ice will try to drive the play back up again. It'll be lifted back in again off the feed by Savoie. Charlottetown will end up with possession in behind their goal. They're going to go ice wide off that left wing. Nathan Leake looking for a line change. He's going to drift it in to the corner to the right of the Victoriaville goal. 1-0 Tigre over the Islanders here. Second period. Korniev tries to send it ice wide. Broken back up again. Stealing is going to be Flanagan looking in front for Petrova. And he lets a shot go again. Dialed in. Coming across, glove the blocker's side will be goaltender Gabriel Degla. And C.J. Watroba forechecking Flanagan. Neither one can end up with the puck. Sent all the way back down deep to our right for an icing call. We've played 4 minutes and 11 seconds off this second period. Shots on goal. In the second period, 6-0 Charlottetown. Check that, 4-0 Charlottetown. 20-19 overall.
A good push here by the Islanders early out of the gate, and Degla doing his thing. We've seen it in the first. It was a redirection. Matty Butler, a point shot by Lemieux Goupil. Redirection that's what it looks like it's going to take. It doesn't look like it's anything clean right yet. You're going to have to get some traffic in front, look for some loose rebounds, maybe a redirection. 10-minute misconducts for Peddle and DeLille.
Okay. Back we go the other way now, trying to bring the puck back in again. There's a shot off in front. As this one played towards the goal, off the stick of Vlasov, who's got the game's lone goal. As we have the Islanders bringing it back. Here's Ross Campbell, threads one back down low, right corner. In back is Campbell to try to scuff it around. That one is broken back up again. And we've got an opportunity. Korniev brings it back the other way. Vlasov going wide. Sheloff stepping in. There's a shot. That one lifted wide, glove side, leaned into it, but he's going to skim one wide to the glove side of goaltender Donald Hickey. Korniev tries to bring it in front. Another opportunity, timely save. Another save by goaltender Hickey's down. Crease chaos to the blocker's side. And again, Hickey will deny. Timely save made. Look back at that sequence, Corey Arsenault, in the end result of this game, because a 2-0 lead by Victoriaville is not exactly what the doctor ordered for the Charlottetown Islanders right now.
It's a top line for Victoriaville. I mean, patience with the puck. Igor Shilov and Alexei Vlasov making things open, but Korniev out there as well.
Little shoulder shimmy there by Lemieux Goupil.
Flying V's.
Yeah, getting cleared, doesn't get it cleared back out again. This one, Dadje plays it in back of the net. Charlottetown's Nikita Boyega tries to get it out. And now we have Lemieux Goupil. Little soft feather pass through the neutral zone. Charlottetown ranges and roams, and Charlottetown native Rowan Walsh is going to drift it in from about 85 feet. Quickly cleared. Now the Isles again regrouping at their own blue line. 1-0. Victoriaville leading here. Vlasov with the game's lone goal. There's a shot off the bootstraps of the goaltender. Degla, rebound cleared by the Tigre back into the neutral zone. Battle there with Leak trying to power his way back in again to the outside. Right off in front with a crease cross pass, and that one just missing for Charlottetown. Through the neutral zone, Bork down. And the Tigre helped clear it in. Quickly reversing. Soft pass up. Brune in a read and react. Cuts it off. And the Isles, though, will steal, and here they come. Conrad down that left side wall. He's drilled pretty good. Drags the puck inside the Tigre zone. Leak is there as well. Bit of a wall battle there between both teams. Leak coming off the wall, looking quickly. Here's Dusky stepping in, down, fires, scores! What a goal! Dusky is second. That's a shift and shake down low. Degla drawn down against the game's best player in the game here right now, Nolan Dusky. Buries that one to tie it at 1.
Well, what a play by Nolan Dusky. Nathan Leak, heavy board work by Conrad, and Dusky drives through the blue paint and opens up the legs and slides that one home. That's a gifted goal by Nolan Dusky. And a much-needed one here for Charlottetown. Victoriaville just leaves them all alone. Everybody collapses towards the middle of the ice. Dusky takes the open ice, and he'll tuck that one home. Highlight reel for Nolan Dusky. And the Islanders have tied this hockey game up at 1 and given some life to the hot dog-filled crowd here at the Eastlink Center in Charlottetown.
I don't see any hot dogs complimentary being sent up here to the press box.
You may have to take it off the check.
A little taste test and we can talk about it. Back the other way, stepping in. Shilov sends it off in front, trying to go to the goal. Nice poke check. Donald Hickey. So Hickey makes a couple of saves here. We'll listen in on the goal call. Conrad in Leak as well, but just prior to that goal being scored, we talked about, and we're going to take a broadcast timeout, but a sequence of saves made by Donald Hickey to keep it 1-0 just within seconds. Dusky is second in the last week or so. He's starting to heat up a bit here for the Charlottetown Islanders, tying it. It's 1-1. We're going to step up back on the other side here at Max 93.1. You're listening to Charlottetown Islanders Hockey. Brought to you by Mr. Lubin Tire, open 7 days a week for all of your car maintenance needs.
A biodiversity helper.
And a soil guardian.
It's regenerative agriculture.
And it's one of the ways I protect the land for tomorrow.
Yep, I do that. Working towards a sustainable future. That's dairy farming forward.
We're in! Welcome back. George Matthews, Corey Arsenault with you. Nolan Dusky, 4 points now in the season, all coming here within the last week or so. And the young U.S. forward for the Charlottetown Islanders, hailing from Ellington, Connecticut, at 6'2", 190 pounds. He's, again, as we said, the +2 in the season already, +3 here now, but worked hard, was physically involved, and now is starting to find the net a touch.
adjustment period, right?
Yeah, 100%. There's another shot now. This one, bottleneck off in front, dribbles wide of the target. Again, mid-blue line. There's a shot towards the goal. Sheloff. Again, a bit of a block party development there. There's Flynn now, rides the offensive zone, drifts it off in front of Flea Flicker, knocked down, and the Isles break from that. Through center ice, Butler, tape to tape, looking for Shields, and just offside as he does a little read and react late in the play, and it'll be an offside call. A bit of a jam up now to the glove side of Daigle in that far corner. Valdor in town tomorrow night. And again, the Isles playing hardcore, hard-pressed, competitive hockey here. Will have their 5th game in 8 days here. And they've done well, as you said, Corey. I mean, a little disappointing with the result on Thanksgiving Monday, but man, at the end of the weekend, when you look at it, they get 5 of 6 points.
Yeah, and that
shabby.
to me is what you have to look at, the positive.
Absolutely.
Yes, they let one slip away, 5 or 6 points. You take that every weekend. Have a pretty good record at the end of the year.
Boyega, he'll play it from 75 feet in between hops, right into the glove of the goaltender, Gabriel Daigle, 2nd overall pick in his draft year that Corey talked about.
Well, we talked about Will Shields. He went 11th in that draft. Marcus Gearsey, he went in the early 30s. But, you know, we talk about the Will Shields arriving as a 19-year-old. 8 goals now, right, on the season. You can say the same about Gabriel Daigle.
Yeah, true enough.
You know, he's been there. He's had his ups, had some downs. That's junior hockey.
Yep. Patience, as they
say,
is the key, but sometimes hockey management
and pressure.
Fans,
patience and pressure, not easy.
Not easy for young players to adjust to. This one lifted off in front in a 1-1 game. Nolan Dusky is 2nd within a week here, 4th point, as the Islanders knotted up at 1 apiece. Drifted back in again. Isles again to the attack. Boyega off that high left point, 55 feet away, lets it go. This one ramps up off a stick and out of play. And we've got a stoppage with 8:29 gone in the 2nd period. In between periods 2 and 3, Corey Arsenal, what do we
Well,
got?
I got a line out to Gordy Dwyer with the head coach of the and general manager of the Newfoundland Regiment. They've been here all week. They go to Halifax tomorrow. Home base is here when they're on the road. So what a road trip for Gordy Dwyer and the Newfoundland Regiment. His staff is at the game here tonight, so hoping to get Gordy up here. Never shy to say a few words. In our 2nd intermission. And if he's not up here right away, I'm going to send you down and try to track him down. I said, if you can't come, make sure Dylan Beston, the beast, who started his Q career as assistant coach here in Charlottetown, comes up. So I'm hoping we get one of the two. If not, we're in trouble.
Anyway, as brought back in by Durko, the glove to have, but again for the Newfoundland Regiment, nice stop here. They're not traveling all over the Maritimes. They positioned themselves here with, again, 5 members within that organization with PEI roots, so a bit of a home break for them as well here.
I think the biggest challenge with all that is the educational part of things, being away from your home-based school.
I think a lot would be on the internet, would it not be?
No, it is online learning, but I think they said 60+ nights on the road this year.
Yeah.
That's a lot. You know, basically 10 weeks of school.
Yeah,
that's a lot.
As we've got McKinnon now, jabs it off the end wall in a 1-1 game. Charlottetown from the right inside their own territory. Board side off the left wing. Islanders Flanagan is going to trip up. Here's Seymour. He maneuvers back in over the line, then threads a pass outside of the blue line. Tossed back in again by Dylan McKinnon. And we've got the Tigres regrouping. Long bomb through center ice. And big hit there. As Bork is de-iced, down he goes. Quickly cleared back in again. First man on the puck is for Charlottetown, Matty Butler. But this one skipped around the glass and out by Bork. And we've got an opportunity now for the Tigre to drift it all the way back down to the clear in. Here's Campbell. As Charlottetown regathers, Brett DeBourne tuned in in Moncton here. I got the Apple Watch, so I get him instantly. He's pretty excited about having McKinnon here. Dylan McKinnon on the island, one of his favorite players. Nets open off in front, and Sheloff doesn't miss by much as the puck is loosened up. Again, backing it up. There's a shot by Paquette. That one is not going to get through. Chopped up by the Islanders back to center ice. Regrouping is Flynn now. Boards wide, feet off the left wing. Oh, big. Oh, I thought it was going to be a big check, but with Ross Campbell involved, it generally is. And Vlasov will handle that one pretty good. Little flip pass outside of the Islanders line. Loosened up, ends up outside of the Tigre line. This one now seamed off the left side wall and in by Victoriaville. Ends up in back off the goaltender, Donald Hickey, in a 1-1 game. Matrova, Jared pretty good along the left wing boards. It's lifted back up. Brady Pendle offside as he does a little shoulder shake coming in off that left wing. And that one move generates the offside call against your Charlottetown Islanders in a 1-1 game. 9:14 left here in the second period.
Oh, and those young Russians are on the ice. You know where the puck is.
Yeah.
It's in the offensive zone. And the Islanders get caught, Hickey in behind, trying to play, and it's the two Russians and the Ukrainian, Korniev, or Kazakhstan native, I should say, battling in the offensive zone and nearly take their second lead of the game.
17 years of age. They're going to generate turnstile turmoil in Victoriaville moving forward.
One's committed to BC or BU next year, and the other one's going to UConn in 2 years' time. So wait and see. I think Shilov is committed next year and Vlasov the year after. Shilov ranked as potentially a first-round pick.
Into the left wing corner, there's Nathan Leak. He muscles off a check. As the Tigre, Samaron tries to bring it out. He has his pocket picked. And high to the slot, Lotno is going to intercept that one as the Isles cough it up. All the way back down again. Lawton now tosses it in off that corner to the left of the Islanders' net. It's loosened up. And a penalty about to be called, it looks like. We only had one power play in the game so far. That went to the Charlottetown Islanders.
Sabrin gets the elbow right into the lips of Nicky Voyaga. And so Xavier Sabrin, former Chateauguay product, second-round pick of the Cape Breton Eagles. The Victo dealt a pair of seconds for him. That one, chicken wing right to the face of Voyaga. Lucky it's only 2 minutes.
Not a great birthday gift.
No.
Face off to the stick side of Degla. The Provincial Realty power play going to work for the second time in the game. This power play for Charlottetown into the matchup here tonight, third in the league. PK for the Tigre, 14th. Charlottetown into action tonight, 11 for 40. Now 11 for 41 in real time, and the PK for the Tigre. They've given up 8 in 31 opportunities. Play resuming again to the right, stick side of Gabriel Degla. Butler's out. Troba as well, Campbell, Kiersey, and the sharpshooter Nathan Leak. Locked and loaded off that high right point. There's Leak again now, taps it around the horn we go. Leak, the puck is going to skip away, kept in though by Charlottetown. Leak regathers up 35 feet away, gets it back onto his stick, down low, looking for Ross Campbell off in front. Shields wide open, high off the top of the left circle. Kiersey back to Leak, fires off the pillows of the goaltender. Right back to Leak again. And Kiersey. Here's Marcus Kiersey, back mid-blue line for Nathan Leak. Tap and go, eventually for Shields, who's going to loop with it along the left wing boards. Back for Campbell again. Here's Ross Campbell up on the fringe of the play. Back for Marcus Kiersey. They're trying to seam it top of the right circle. One-time shot again, and that one is stopped by Degla. Quickly the other way. Trying to bring the puck back in against Savoie on the PK. The Provincial Realty power play for the Islanders. 1 minute gone in it. Charlottetown again now. Leak and Shields, both in the top 3 in goals for in the league. 9 and 8 respectively. Here's Leak, tries to sift one back down again. High to that near point, left side for Kiersey. Gonna drag it, middle blue line, top of the circle for Campbell. Give and go, right off in front. Shields, he's going to go with a net wide feed that is not going to click. Here's Kiersey, back again, right circle, down low, laid off in front. Campbell tries to quick snap it. Fans on that one sent all the way back down again to the blocker's side of goaltender Donald Hickey. On the power play, just 20 ticks left in it. The Provincial Realty power play. On its second manpower advantage. Back the Islanders do come in. Shot off and fought off that right shoulder by the goaltender Degla. On the Provincial Realty power play right now, 0 for 2 in the game. Walking it off the wall, Flanagan to the goal, scores! Anthony Flanagan on the board. He had 2 in the first game at home here. That's a nice shot, stick side of Degla, who doesn't touch it. And you talk about the Flasloff goal. Well, I'll tell you what, Flanagan, that is just a grip and a rip, and away it goes. Stick side by the Victoriaville goaltender all the way. Man, what a shot. Short side. That might have kissed the inside of the blocker side post. I don't know. Not much air for margin. And that hit pay dirt. Beautifully placed shot by Anthony Flanagan. Isles lead 2-1.
Yeah, Degla, I don't think he thought he was going to shoot. Thought he had the angle. He didn't. Not much room to sneak that one in, but Flanagan's got a great shot. Does, and the Islanders, I don't think it's a power play goal, but they'll take it and have their first lead of the hockey game.
So, game one, he scored a deuce, and now on the board now with his third. And it was a beauty. Brady Pennell with an assist. CJ Watrova with 13:39, and the Isles here in the second period take their first lead. Victoriaville trying to respond. They do. It doesn't take long. And a wrist shot from Flynn high off that right wing from about 50 feet. And again, there's a congestion off in front of goaltender Donald Hickey. We'll see who's going to get credit for it.
I think it's Brady Flynn's first. Played in Shattuck, I do believe. I've seen him and Butler. They may have played together down in Shattuck, St. Mary's. American just drifts a shot through it, went off the defenseman in front, went off Owen Conrad's, tried to block it, and trickles in behind. So just under a minute after the Islanders take their first lead, Victoriaville ties it back up. Point shot finds its way through. And Brady Flynn from Columbus, Ohio.
Oh, there we go. 41 seconds apart to be accurate. So we've got a 2-2 game. Here's Bork trying to take the second lead. Scores! Bork is going to wrist one off in front. And it's going to be deflected. This one off the stick of Lawton. And just like that, they've restored their one-goal lead. Back-to-back within.
Almost a carbon copy goal. I mean, he just walks, fires a shot, redirects something through, Hickey through the 5-hole, and just like that, 2 goals.
What are we looking at? 16 seconds apart.
Yeah.
Man. 3-2. A lot of goals in the game, and all of a sudden we've had a flurry here. 1, 2, 3, and basically under a minute. Okay, here we go. Second lead of the game by Victoriaville. Here's Campbell down the right wing boards, or left wing boards. Drifted in back of the net. Now turned over loosely by the defense. As Brunet lost control of the puck off his stick and swung it out to the front of the net. And it'll be sent all the way back down deep to our right with 4:48 left here in this second period. 3-2, Tigre leading. Here comes Kiersey again now. Up through center off that right wing for Campbell. Backsided pass, ice opens up. Kiersey fought off by the goaltender. Degla again, playing big, using his size, fights that one off. Through center ice. Trying to bring the puck back down again. Paquette into that left wing corner. Isles end up with it though. Little look-see feed off that right wing. Butler shoulder down, bounces back up again. As Korniev tries to take possession, that pass is misguided as well. Still outside of the Islanders' line here, mailed back in again by the Tigre. And we've got Charlottetown regrouping. Had the lead for a short time and not long. 16 seconds apart. Couple of goals by the Tigre, and they're restoring the lead, their second lead of the game, leading 3-2. Shots on goal, 27-16. In favor of the Charlottetown Islanders. 3 wide now, back through center ice, crisscrossing west to east, looking to bring it in. Flanagan to the goal! He fires, save made! Flanagan almost had his second 2-goal game. got in by of everybody, slithered in back of the Victoriaville blue line, and went one-on-one with Bork, who's going to beat him on this one. Or check that, Degla, who's going to beat him on this one. Lasloff is going to send it back down now into the corner. Sheloff with just a sweep pass and a sweet pass off in front as well, but that one doesn't connect. Just spun around on a dime and laid it right off in front.
Something out of nothing, right?
As Charlottetown inside their own territory. Off that corner to the right of the Islanders' net. As again, corner battle, hard check there, stapling up his man is Lemieux. Goupil with a stiffened wall check. Comes high to the right point. Lepage back across the ice. Again now, there's a shot, and seeing that one is Hickey off the glove side. He will hold on with 2:41 left. And a flurry of goals here. We go from 1-0, 1-1, 2-1, now 3-2. So again, it's a 3-2 lead in favor of the Tigre. We're back on the other side. Max 93.1, you're listening to Charlottetown Islanders Hockey, brought to you by Mr. Lubin Tire. Open 7 days a week for all of your car maintenance needs.
I'm a Canadian dairy farmer.
I'm also a biodiversity helper.
And a soil guardian.
It's regenerative agriculture.
And it's one of the ways I protect the land for tomorrow.
Yep, I do that. Working towards a sustainable future. That's dairy farming forward.
We're in!
Matthews, Corey Arsenault with you. Some trophy hardware in the bowl here tonight. Celebration by the UPEI Panthers baseball team, first ever Atlantic Championship, and I think because of that, rewarded to go to the Nationals next year as a program. Little fundraising having to take place, no doubt for that. Hopefully that happens. Face off to the right to Donald Hickey. Shots on goal, 28-17 in favor of the Island, but they're down for the second time by one. High off the right point, Lepage plays the puck along the D-to-D position. Flynn is going to turn it over. Now again, Charlottetown breaks in. There's a shot, scores! Down the right wing, sidewall. Charlottetown coming back. It tied at 3. Watroba.
But what how about the juggle by Provencher through the neutral zone? He's juggling the puck, tap, 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 pass off. As he leaves it through for Watroba, and Watroba just takes what's given, steps in and rips it. Far blocker side on Degla. What a shot.
Now, Corey,
all the Americans are getting on the board here tonight.
That's a goal scorer's goal. He doesn't, that's not a cheater or dribbler or bleeder. That one from about 30 feet, just on top of the right wing circle along the wall. He lets it go long side on the goaltender, Degla, who has been blocker sharp all game long. So 3 goals in the period, looking for 4. And this one is lifted towards the goal, but again. CJ Watroba. So Provencher. Provencher, that's his first point.
I know he nearly had his first goal in the first.
I got to double check that.
It's his first point.
First point in Major Junior.
Nice play by Provencher.
Yep.
Finished the period strong.
There's a shot save made by Hickey again. Under 2 minutes left here. Charlottetown back through center ice, nudged off the left wing. Campbell, now let's see, we got some hugging and lugging along the wall here. Players are being drug along the left wing boards inside the Victoriaville zone by the Islanders as they go to the attack. But Campbell, the whistle was coming to an end, and to end the play, he get hit, jammed up pretty good, and that's going to get a reaction from Ross Campbell every time. That's 3-3 on the board. Revanche with a primary assist on that one. I mean, it's 17-38. So, Degla stonewall the Islanders. Now, let's see, we got Campbell going. Is that correct? Yes.
Less than 2 to go in the period, so just go cool off in the dressing room. Ross. Dagler. Ross nearly gave the Islanders a lead, trying to go on that blocker side, caught the shaft of the stick.
But for, you look at the scoring summary of the period, 33 minutes in, let's see, 35 minutes. I'll do my math again. How about 26 minutes, not much scoring taking place. And then all of a sudden the Islanders, over the last 14 minutes, have got 3 by the goaltender Degla in a 3-3 game. Lots of entertainment coming our way here. Max 93.1 in the third period. Just a reminder that to our listeners as well that we have a broadcast tomorrow night as well. And whether you're, again, listening from East Point to West Point to North Cape to the South Shore on the mainland, Ontario, Quebec, south of the border, down to Texas, wherever you're tuned in, we appreciate your support. And again, thanks for tuning in to Charlottetown Islanders hockey here on Max 93.1. Every listener counts.
It's taken a while to get this figured out here. I mean, I thought it was just initial coincidence on monitors, and
well, that's what it looked like. I'm not quite sure why. What else is not seeing anything in the time clock yet?
There was 3 goals in 61 seconds, 62 seconds.
Yeah.
That kind of sunk Victoriaville. There's 3 goals here tonight in 58 seconds. 57 seconds.
Yeah, they were in rapid fire.
Matroba from Provencher at 17:38.
Say, most of the game there's been no goals, and then all of a sudden there's just a flurry. So 1:51 left here. Charlottetown's got 3 in the period.
And the Islanders are on the power play.
So Lawton picks up an extra 2 minutes. So Charlottetown on the power play. Second of the period. They're 0 for 2 so far. Shields hands it back for Marcus Kiersey. Isles have had the lead once. Here comes Shields. Steps it in. Fought off the right shoulder by Degla and cleared back now to the red line at center ice. Kiersey out along with Butler. You got Leak in off that right wing. Shields and Provencher. Nice vote of confidence there for the youngster at 16 years of age. Here comes Kiersey as Antoine Provencher with his first point here in this second period with a nice table-setting pass to C.J. Watroba. Here is going to be Shields, stuffs it down low, coming off the wall, and corner there is going to be Charlottetown trying to stuff it as Butler. Again, Matty Butler. He's going to set it back up for Shields up top. That one is ramped up, another play off a stick off the end zone netting. So the penalty kill for Victoriaville, certainly not aggressive, as the Isles are allowed to wheel it around inside the offensive zone. A lot of freewheeling for Charlottetown. Degla denying. So we'll set the table again. Provencher is going to stay out. So is Leak. So is Kiersey. So is Butler. So is Shields. Campbell's gone to the dressing room. From the drop, and nice play by Victoriaville. They're going to win it and then drag it all the way back down deep to our right. 45 seconds left in the power play. Or check out the period, 55 on the power play. Charlottetown, backdoor pass. Here's Butler. Shoulder shimmies back in again off that center drive, looking for Leak into the corner stick side of Degla. Near point for Kiersey. He'll walk the line. Kiersey lets it go in front. Scores!
I think it's Provencher.
Yeah, I think it's the rookie's first goal. Anton Provencher, multi-point game. What a night for him. First goal, first assist, first multi-point game. He was between the two red rings off in front. And I think that, again, shanks off his stick and a wrister. He's parked right off in front. That beats the goaltender. And it's a 4-3 game. Antoine Provencher, first goal, first multi-point game. He looked good on the weekend coming back. 7th pick overall, could have gone higher. Some teams had interest into him, whether he fell or whatever. He ends up being the 7th pick in the draft, and right now looking pretty good here. And what, his 3rd game? Or 4th?
4th game.
Yep.
2 points in the last 3 minutes.
Yeah. So he's got his fourth game, 2 points here tonight. 4-3. 4 goals in the period. In what looked like a firewall of a goaltender here in Degla, but he's been beaten 4 times in this 2nd period. As good as he's played, he's been beaten 4 times. Okay, so the shots on goal almost doubled up, 34-18 after 2 periods of play. The Islanders holding a 4-3 lead, their 2nd lead of the hockey game. And it comes late. Antoine Provencher, his first goal, his first multi-point game. And the Charlottetown Islanders leading after 2 by the score of 4-3. Our 2nd period intermission coming back at you in just a moment. Right here at Max 93.1, you're listening to Charlottetown Islanders Hockey. Brought to you by Mr. Lube and Tire, open 7 days a week for all of your car maintenance needs.
Eastlink Center, I'm here with your forever healthy player of the period, number 88, Nolan Dusky. Nolan, your 2nd of the year. You're getting going here with the Islanders. How does it feel to be on the board twice now?
You know, it feels great. You know, 2nd one of the season, so hopefully I can continue this and, finish this one out.
Now, your first year obviously on the island. How does this team compare to ones you've had in the past? Just the specialness of it.
Yeah, I think we're just a really tight group, and I think it shows with our win-loss record. So, yeah, just happy to be here, happy to be with the guys.
Awesome. Thanks for your time, Nolan. That was your forever healthy player of the period, number 88, Nolan Dusky.
The Charlottetown Islanders Player of the Period is proudly presented by Forever Healthy, located at 19 McAleer Drive in Charlottetown.
Ranch Shores Racetrack and Casino, shots on goal in the
Welcome back to the Eastlink Center here in Charlottetown, where the Islanders lead the Victoriaville Tigres by a score of 4-3 after 40 minutes of play. Only one other game in the queue here tonight. It is the Baie-Comeau Drakkar home to the Cape Breton Eagles. Drakkar lead 1-0 after 20 minutes of play. Summerside Caps on the road Saturday in Amherst. MBPEI action. Kensington Wild on the road. Charlottetown Knights at home on Saturday night. UPEI against the Moncton Flyers. Toronto Blue Jays, Max Scherzer on the bump. Need a big one from the Wiley veteran here tonight as the Jays' first pitch is getting set to get underway here in about 10 minutes' time. Looking to tie the series up at 2 apiece. We'll be back in 30 seconds' time with the call of period number 3. You're listening to Mr. Lubin Tire, Charlottetown Islanders Hockey on Max 93.1.
Welcome back. George Matthews, Corey Arsenault with you. Our third period about to come our way here with the Islanders holding on to a 4-3 lead. 2 goals within a 103, 2 goals within 153 of that second period. And those 4 goals, the difference right now for the Islanders in a 4-3 lead. When leading after 2, Charlottetown this season are 6-0-1. When trailing after 2, the Tigres are in it. They are 3-2 on the campaign to this point. Islanders inside the offensive zone, trying to keep the puck back in against Marcus Kiersey. Some highlight goals here as we've got Antoine Provencher with a 2-point game and his first goal in the queue. As well, Nolan Dusky with a terrific individual effort. Little shoulder shimmy down low, and he's in that second period. Isles again looking for another opportunity here, but that was a gifted scoring opportunity. So lots of highlights, Corey, from the younger players of the Charlottetown Islanders.
Yeah, and for Victo, I mean, right there, I mean, they've been dangerous too. A lot of pucks just drifted towards the goal. Getting some luck finding that. This game's a long ways from being over.
As the Tigres now deep inside their own territory behind their goaltender. As they'll set up shop there. Flynn now tries to reset. Leads it up off the left wing boards. Right back through the neutral zone, and it's broken back up again. Here's Will Shields. He's got 8 in the season. Stepping in. Tries to flip it right off in front. That one skips wide off the toe straps of the goaltender. Daigle on that low glove side. He'll clear it wide of the goal. As Garapi now tried to take possession. Here's Bork. He's going to scoop one back in off the right corner. Tapped around by Charlottetown's Owen Conrad. Islanders up on a score 4-3. Breakout the other way on an outlet feed as it's going to be leaked. That pass is going to be intercepted. Eventually McKinnon is going to recontrol, looking again for Will Shields. Brings it back through the middle, off the Logwood center ice. Again, is going to shake and fake with it, wide to the outside. Voyega roofs it up top. That one misses wide. And out of play here at the 1:59 mark of the third period, the second period. Certainly beneficial for the Islanders with 4 goals in that middle frame.
And they got to find that offense right now. I mean, they want to try to lock things down as well. They haven't been able to lock down the game on Monday afternoon. We'll see if they can simplify things here a little bit more. The Sheloff line is certainly the line they have to key in on. They have been the most dangerous line maybe on the ice for either team here tonight.
They can certainly dance and dangle with the puck as Charlottetown, again, giving up 3 power play goals in the loss, or in the overtime loss to Newfoundland on Thanksgiving Monday. Tonight, yet to give up, that
to me is the key here.
Yeah, they have yet to be on the penalty kill here tonight. Nolan Dusky through congestion, laid off in front. Leak was there. That pass, though, is going to be intercepted, and it's brought back through the neutral zone. As Dudjay plays the puck back in, but icing will be the call against the Victoriaville Tigres. Again, the Islanders 6-0-1 when leading after 2. The Tigres are 3-2. Have yet to play at home. They've got arena renovations taking place extensively. The ice pad, the glass, the boards, the parts of the bowl, seating area.
Gilbert-Perreault Amphitheater used to be called. I'm not sure if it's called that anymore. Gilbert-Perreault.
Shot.
Good player in the day.
Yeah. Pretty nice building. But
Yeah, it's great building.
they're getting renovations done. This one drifted back in again, right to the goaltender. Dagla sweeps it aside. Valdor in here tomorrow night. Islanders' 5th home game and 8. Not easy in the marketing side. The travel, I think, pretty beneficial. When you fly to Newfoundland and you cut off a PEI to Montreal bus trip along the way a couple of times. Less road trips to Quebec as well, but on the other side, it ties up some short time frame dates back at home that you have to make up. And Charlottetown again will work it back. There's Flanagan. Great goal he scored here tonight. Flanagan's was a beauty. Dusky's was a beauty. Provencher with a 2-point game. A lot of highlight stats for their young players. Chip back in again. Durko. Forechecking hard. Laid back to center ice by Victoriaville. Snap back in again by Tyler Peddle. Diglett tries to play it around. Trying to get to it. Vlasov tried to lead it through center. Doesn't get it on his stick. Vlasov's not big. What is he, 5'9"?
No, but he's sturdy.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the one thing I've noticed. He's not big, strong on his skates, and doesn't mind the physical play.
Tries to send it wing wide off that left wing. Sheeloff is going to fan on that one. Charlottetown quickly now countering in transition. Here's Shields. Tries to get the shot through. That one's partially blocked. Sent the other way. Korniev now brings it the other way. He's in free to the goal. Fires. Save made by Hickey. Bounce loose off in front. Timely save made by the Dominator on that one. As Korniev broke in the other way, looking for the tying marker. Charlottetown in transition. They'll turn it over. Korniev again now back for the Tigre. Will bring it back in again. Looking for Sheeloff. Sheeloff down low. Lays it off in front. Nice little look-see feed, but the Islanders get the tape on it. They'll intercept it. Here's Brady Peddle. He's going to bring it back in transition off that left wing for Ross Campbell. At the red line, doesn't get it cleared down. Shields has possession. Eventually, Kiersey in the backhand. He'll edge it off the right wing boards, down low, glove side corner of Dagla. Lepage tries to play it around, rimmed around. Back through center ice. As again, trying to take control off that left wing. Lemaire drags it inside the Tigre zone. Charlottetown on a soft giveaway will bring it back. Conrad from 89 feet ropes one in off that corner to the left of the Victoriaville net. Wrapped around the wall. Charlottetown will not keep it in as McKinnon couldn't get it to sit. Conrad jars it back out to his own blue line in the neutral zone. Dusky. He's going to steam it down the other way. Right side and in back of the goal. Walsh now looking for Dusky. Dusky picks up the garbage off that right side. Eventually middle point. That'll be Lemieux Goupel. He'll play it wide into the corner, glove side of Dagla. On the fringe, it'll roll away off the Islanders' stick. Back with Lemaire. Lemaire is going to lift the puck back in again. Quickly now. It's going to be a comeback by Nicky Voyega. Voyega down low. Tight angle. Tried to drift it off in front. That's off the side of the net. 14 minutes left in the third period. Charlottetown leading for the second time 4-3. As we've got the Islanders trying to bring it back. Here's Anthony Flanagan. Back in we go the other way. Seymour took a peek and loses sight of the puck. It's pushed away. Back we come the other way. Looking to work it back in again. Fed right off in front. This one is off the stick of Lavender as he tried to ship it off. But again, it's turned over. Here's Watroba with a nice move. Stepping in, fires, and he's got a beauty himself here tonight. And that one is going to be skipped wide to the glove side of Dagla.
I love how Watroba uses his speed, lowers his shoulder, and takes the open ice, cuts the middle. A lot of players would give that puck up. He trusts his feet, lowers his shoulder, works to the outside of the defender. That's a move that's going to make him money.
He has
someday.
He's been a really nice addition. Free agent signing, not a draft pick. And he has certainly shown value here. Back down that right wing. Here's Peddle, leads it right off in front. Puck is loose, they score! Islanders! Crease chaos off in front.
Rowan Walsh.
Owen Walsh jams the net.
All the souvenirs out here tonight.
Holy moly, what a night for the young players. Walsh with his first major junior goal.
Tyler Peddle works to the outside. Rowan Walsh drives towards the front of that. It's just a pinball. dinking along. Puck's loose along the edge, and he uses his long reach. They get a shovel, and shovels home that backhand. All smiles for Rowan Walsh, former Charlottetown Knight. And as he drives to the front of the net, he's worked hard here. And take the ice time you're given with the injury to Jude Heron. Made the most of it. Drives to the front of the net. Souvenirs everywhere here tonight in Charlottetown.
I mean, man,
great to see.
You go over the goals. Dusky with a beauty. Flanagan with a seeing eye shot. You've got Provencher with his first. Walsh, scoring scramble type of goal, where you got to mix it up and get into that heat of the battle.
That's the size that Jim's looking for.
Exactly.
He doesn't get 6'2", 6'3". He doesn't get pushed out of the crease.
And Charlottetown will try to bring it back in again. Walsh, 6'2". Again, Charlottetown back to the attack, leading by the score up top. Peck, double peck stack. That one, Dagla denies on that one. As again, Charlottetown trying to hit pay dirt. Sheloff back into the outside. McKinnon tries to cut him off. It's loose in off the back wall.
Pedal and pedal.
Okay, pedal and pedal. We were wondering when that was going to happen, so we got Brady and Tyler. And it's a 5-3 game. Biggest lead of the game for Charlottetown. But, man, a lot of highlights here tonight. I mean, again, Dusky's goal was a beauty, going cross crease. First big goal of the game for Charlottetown. Then you get Flanagan's, a real snipe shot. Provencher with a nice deflection off in front. Walsh, crease crashing down low, a typical goal for a 6'2" potential power forward who can score. But again, an adjustment period. What did we say he had last year? 28? Quick look there on the season. 28. Charlottetown trying to steal up top. There's Leak with a roofer. That one up over the crossbar. Here's Lemieux Goupil. Islanders are not quitting here. As, again, battling hard. Provencher, half wing, right side. It's flushed free, eventually cleared to the goal. Shoulder checking there. As Leak tries to take his man off the puck. It dribbles all the way back down to our left. 11:01 left here in an entertaining game here again tonight in Charlottetown. 42-18 the shots on goal. But the Islanders starting to push here pretty good, trying to extend their 2-goal lead. We're back in a minute here on Max 93.1. You're listening to Charlottetown Islanders hockey, brought to you by Mr. Lubin Tire, open 7 days a week for all of your car maintenance needs. Welcome back. George Matthews, Corey Arsenault with you. So 2 goals in the second period. 1:03, 63 seconds apart. And then the second pairing of goals, 1:53 apart in the second period. So Isle scoring in bunches in that middle frame. But it's going to be 4-3 after the second period of play. But Rowan Walsh, power drive, right to the goal. In the paint, he battles. And he scores his first goal in major junior hockey, and it's a 5-3 lead here right now.
It's a big goal. And some insurance here. I mean, the Islanders were up 5-3 right around this time on Monday afternoon, but they had a constant parade to the penalty box. We talked about discipline tonight. It's been there. It's been there.
They haven't given up a penalty. They haven't been on the penalty kill yet.
Knock on wood.
Yeah, of course, as soon as I say that.
Arms go up.
Yeah, arms go up. I know what's going to happen. But anyway, again, a lot of discipline here tonight. And they deserve credit for 56 seconds short of the 50-minute mark of this game. They have played disciplined hockey.
And I'm sure that was a topic in the dressing room this week.
As we say, a teaching moment. It's hard as a coaching staff to pick apart and teach when you keep on winning. The games are close. They're not like they're blowing lots of people out. But, again, the wins were going on the win column. So when you lose, that changes the mood of the coaching staff. they can start to pick apart and say, well, this is, obviously was a breakdown. This is whatever. And as a result, discipline would be a focus.
And Victoriaville, they're in good shape. I mean, they got some young players. They got a lot of young talent. Derek Lemaire and Loic Garepi, first 16-year-olds this year. Garepi off to a terrific start. Really liked him last year in St. Eustache. Terrific pick in the second round. 7 points in 8 games. Derek Lemaire, big, bruising forward. Finding his way in the league. Future's bright.
There's Flanagan, seams one across.
And I think they got a ton of picks in the bank as well.
As we've got Charlottetown, Flanagan. Man, he can fly down that wing. He's
makes it look easy, doesn't he?
It's I can't say it's flawless. It's effortless. He's a nice player to watch. When he's got that flow and go going for Charlottetown, he can be trouble. And now the Islanders for Owen Conrad, or check that, McKinnon trying to drift one in. Does. This gets to the Victoriaville line. Lavendare tries to possess the puck. It's drifted towards the Islanders' blue line, where again, McKinnon will control for the Islanders. Stepped into a pretty good situation. He's playing top 4 minutes, which obviously shouldn't surprise anybody. But he's been solid back there. He's helped the team contribute and get a lot of points here over the last week. There's McKinnon, battles hard, lays it back right off in front, trying to get to the net. Durko. And
Walsh nearly had a second.
Again, parked right in the traffic snarl off in front. Voyega drops the shoulder, curls in back, tries to lay it low on that post area glove side. But Degla will hold on, and he'll shut it down with 8:59 left here. Isles continuing to press here. Shots on goal 43. They've got 9 so far in this period.
Yeah, Douglas, he's been busy. And if it's not for him, the score is a little bit different here. I mean, he has been Victo's best player. Deserved a little bit better fate.
Awesome. He was awesome.
Yeah, he was awesome.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, there's 5 goals there right now. And, I mean, you give up 43 shots here. It's been
9-0 here in the third.
Yeah. That's a change. The Islanders were outshot 40-9 in the 2 third periods against Newfoundland.
Back-to-back third periods of the weekend, 40-9.
That's not a number that a 7th-ranked team in the country wants to have.
No.
Now, credit Newfoundland, and when you take 5 minors, these things are going to happen.
But you're not going to win when you give up 3 power play goals. I mean, that's
not
tough.
many nights.
Not many nights. You've got to be really an offensive explosive machine in order for that to happen. Charlottetown again now working on the perimeter off that right corner. Campbell near side for Kiersey. As Campbell is going to drift it back in again deep inside the Victoriaville zone. Tigres playing last night in Halifax, losing 4-2, giving up. Again, it was a quick reference of goals very quickly in the game, I do believe. Is that not right?
Correct.
Yeah, Kiersey. So they have given up a bundle of goals in last night's game and here tonight in a flurry. Other than that, it's been game on.
Here's your power play.
So now Campbell is being worked on as they're going to mix it up along the wall here. But Cat trying to, a little bit of a jersey jostle there with Ross Campbell. No punches throwing.
Campbell right into the back of the numbers. Just talked about the discipline, and then here's Paquette from behind. You just drill him from behind into the boards. And that could be a 5-minute major and give Victoriaville, who's got 18 shots, a chance to tie this hockey game up. Best power play in the league. Paquette got up to his own feet and skated off relatively easy, so could be double minor for boarding. Either way, it's a dangerous hit.
You talk about anyway.
And you don't need that when you're up by 2.
No, you don't.
They're going to review it.
Again, you talked about the potential possibility of the Ribkin kid coming to Charlottetown. That's 50-50 right now, but his his outing with the Chicago Wolves. He led the team in shots after 2 periods at 5 and had about 12 penalty minutes.
Yeah.
So I mean, he's an energized bunny as well. So not big, but he's physically active. Ross Campbell has calmed down quite a bit this season. So they're taking a look at that right now. See whether that's a turning point in the game or not.
The original call was a 5-minute major, so whether or not it stands, we'll wait and see.
See the review on that. They'll look at it. Whether it was the full numbers on the back type of hit.
Donnie's yet to see a puck in this third period. He might see some now.
Yeah, he's going to be, and he's stretching out. If this goes to 5 minutes, because this for our listeners here on Max Night, yeah, it's a key part of the game here right now because this is the #1 power play in the league. So if they get,
well, they've scored 32 goals this year. Going into tonight, 15 of them have been on the power play.
Yep. I mean, if it's a 5-minute major, it's a free-for-all for them.
I don't think it's a 5, though. It might be a 5.
Get 5 and a 2. Could be a 5 and a 2.
They look like 5 and a 2, so it'll be a 3-minute. And the 5's up on the board. Ross. Does that not come with an automatic?
Yeah, there's
game
the 2.
misconduct? He's still in the penalty box.
I thought, yeah, so it's a 5 and a 2.
And now he's going now. Everybody loves the line that Ross plays on, but you're one of the top 5 goal scorers in the league. You don't need to be taking that penalty.
No, for sure. He's that's not his strength of play at this point in his major junior career. Good to be physically involved, but you got to delay the response. So we've got
4-on-4 hockey for 2 minutes, and
Yep.
it's a 3-minute major.
And it's a 3-minute major. So the face-off will come outside of the Charlottetown line in a blue line in a 5-3 Islanders lead. But heads up, Victo.
We're going to see this power play.
We're going to see this power play. They can stick it around and dance and dazzle with it. There's no doubt about that. Here's Flynn now. He's going to gather it back up again. Up we go. Off the left wing and in. And it's 4-on-4. Flynn can freewheel as well. There's Tyler Peddle in back of the goal for Owen Conrad. So here comes Will Shields, 4-on-4 down that left wing. Has his pocket pick. Lepage will steal. And we've got Victo again regrouping inside their own territory. Back through center ice, going east to west. Vlasov is going to send it across for Flynn. As again, regrouping. Sheloff is out there as well. He's trailing the play. Lepage back for Sheloff. Maneuvers by one. Up the straightaway, gathers it back into the outside. Feeds it right off in front. That one a cross crease pass, not missing by much. And it's 4-on-4 play.
That feels like a power play.
Yeah. As to the outside, jamming it back up there is going to be Brunet. He's being stepped into. Butler has control in back. There's Marcus Kiersey. 49 seconds left of 4-on-4, and then a 3-minute major for the Tigre. Ice wide feed coming back in again. Snapshot, that one off the leggings of the goaltender. Off that shot by Nathan Leak. Here's Leak again. Doubles up, plays up high now. Parks it back off that high right point. Stepping in is going to be McKinnon down low. Again, tries to play it back to the near point. Charlottetown's Owen Conrad walks the line. Goes crisscross with it now, high off that right point. He's going to snipe it around to Dylan McKinnon. As we've got an opportunity now, the Tigre are going to turn it back over again. Here's Leak. The stick handles back in again, 4-on-4 play, but now stealing is going to be Victo back the other way. On the power play, they're going to work it. The Andrews Senior Care, they take a look up, so now it's 5-on-4. As they'll control. Korniev had possession of it. Lepage is going to shake and shuffle with it. Sheloff dangles by one, tries to split to the fence. Puck drains off into the right wing corner, glove side of the goaltender Donald Hickey. This is the game now for Victoriaville. They're on the power play. Major minutes there, 2:30 left. On the major penalty to Ross Campbell from the right. Again now, Victoriaville back through center ice. Backdoor pass. Sheloff tries to find a seam. Vlaslov is going to work for control. Spins it around. Korniev is going to dish it down low into the right wing corner. High right side. Lepage, cross point feet. Angled off in front. And again, spread eagling save is made by Donald Hickey off the right pad. On the power play, 2 minutes left in it. As again, Victoriaville will reset back up again.
Keep an eye on Dagla. Down by 2.
Here's an opportunity for Paquette. Walking it off, Lawton. Lawton steps in, scores! And he lets it go. And it's going to be Donald Hickey. To the glove side, it's now 5-4.
Well, second shot of the period on Donald Hickey, and Lawton just waits, looks for an opening, bit of a screen in front. And Hickey got a piece of it, but he's deep in his net. And you got some traffic in front. Shot goes through, may have hit something. He didn't see it. Sabron takes the eyes away. It's in the back of the net, and there's vaunted power play going to work here. And it feels like deja vu for Monday afternoon.
I was just wondering, like, for Sheloff and Vlasoff, they saw a lot of the first 2 minutes of 4-on-4 play. And I'm thinking, you know, you might have utilized that over the final 3. But they score anyway. Cleared back in again with 85 seconds left. Oh, we've got the offside call against Victoriaville. Vlasoff and Sheloff both are still on the bench for Victoriaville. Again, they've got 85 seconds left to try to tie this thing back up again. It's 5-4. Second shot of the period, they're on the board.
We just talked about discipline. You run someone from behind. First penalty of the game is a 5-minute major.
From the draw, Will Shields tries to forecheck on it. Again, it's a 5-on-4. Dagla. It's going to be sent back in again, long clear in. As it's tapped around. Not getting to it as Paquette in time. Again, drifted all the way back down again. Full, fresh 4 skaters on the ice for Charlottetown. Here comes Victo's power play now. Back through center ice. They'll look to stride back in again. Down low. Brunet trying to get the job done. Charlottetown, they'll grab it and park it all the way back down. And right to the goaltender. Eventually, Dagla's going to try to feather one back out again. On the power play, 43 seconds left in it. In and over. Vlasoff tries to steer it across. Broken back up again by Dusky down that left wing. He's got one in the game. Drops it off. Trying to get to it. As Flanagan just couldn't get it to behave on his stick. 28 seconds left. And Lepage back again. Sheloff is going to find a lane to the outside. In front, tried to bank it in off of goaltender Donald Hickey. Tried to get Hickey to leak away from the short side post. Donald Hickey got a piece of it.
He had some room there, too.
Vlasoff going crossed ice. Lob tried to take control into the corner. Glove side of Donald Hickey. Back now to 5-on-5 play as Walsh steps back on the ice. So one power play goal. They make it a 1-goal game. 3 minutes left in this third period. Back in we go again. Roof towards the goal, and Hickey will make the save coming out off that blocker's side. No rebound given up. 2:57 left. Man, it's a nail-biter again in a 1-goal game for the Charlottetown Islanders. They're up by 1. Back on the other side here in just a moment on Max 93.1. You're listening to Charlottetown Islanders Hockey, brought to you by Mr. Lubin Tire, open 7 days a week for all of your car maintenance needs. And the record is 8-1-2 in those 11 games. Of the 11 played, 7 of the 11 have been decided by 1 goal. And in 1-goal game, Charlottetown is 5-0-2. All season long, it's 1 goal after another game. 7 of 11. And it's a 1-goal game here right now. With a face-off to the right of Donald Hickey on the time clock, 2:57 left. Brady Peddle in back of the net. Kiersey doesn't get to it. We're back to 5-on-5 play. Islanders have given up 1 power play goal and 1 power play attempt on the Andrews Senior Care PK. Charlottetown, there's Peddle with a drive in front. That one is going to be turned aside by Daigle to the blocker side off his right shoulder. Nathan Leake sweeps now off in front. Step shot. That one drifted towards the goal. As Provencher looking for his second. He's decked from behind. As it'll be Victoriaville bringing it back. Boards wide feet off the left wing. Lemaire tries to knock it down. Icing should be the call and is with 2:13 left here. Just a reminder, again, all the close games, 7 of 11, decided by a goal or less. The Charlottetown Islanders are right back at it here again tomorrow night with Val D'Or. For you're in town, 7 o'clock, we'll have that coverage for you right here on Max 93.1.
Got to get through this final 2:13 before we think about tomorrow.
Butler's line out along with Peddle.
Try to keep it in the offensive end.
Shields as well, replacing Ross Campbell on the top unit. Sent back off the low at center ice. Knocked down by McKinnon. And Dylan McKinnon scoops it back in again. Shields tries to play it off the left toe. Back for Peddle off in front. High to that mid-blue line. And it's going to find an opening all the way back inside the Islanders zone. 110 seconds left here. Here's Will Shields. He'll piggyback the line and almost luckily turn the corner as he was getting lined up pretty good.
Ugh.
That could have been harmful and hurtful. But he got back on the right lane to deny that opportunity of a big hit by Victoriaville.
Rowan Walsh is first as a Charlottetown Islander, first in the queue, looming large here right now.
That it is. Face off to the right. Off the goaltender. Daigle off the draw. Atlantic will try to win it. Latrobe, a lot of big efforts by a lot of players here tonight. More on the, I guess, of the younger depth than the senior core of the team, which is a great sign. As again, there hasn't been too many weak links here. Icing the call against Victo. 85 seconds left here. 46-21. The shots on goal.
Yeah, Victor had a great road period to open the game. You know, they gave up some shots. They got great goaltending in the opening 20. Like how the Islanders kind of stuck with it, and then it was just the floodgates open at both ends in the second. And that big goal by Rowan Walsh to give the 5-3 lead, then the 5-minute major. Does Victo have a little bit more magic left in the tank with 1:25 to go, playing last night? Now all of a sudden you start to see the fumes.
Islanders scoring. Shot right off in front, all coming within 3 minutes of that second period. 4 goals. Within a gap of 103 and a second gap of 153. So it's been a tightly contested game all the way along with not many goals unless they came in a flurry. There's Kiersey. He's pushed off the puck. 6-on-5 now. Net's open.
No, he
to
went
our
back.
right. There's going to be Seymour. Sends it across in front. On the back, there's a shot. This one, again, another shot by Watroba. As it'll be brought back. So Daigle was heading and then ventured back into the crease as the Isles took possession. Daigle in back of his own net. 35 seconds left here. Not a lot of time, but enough. Brunet will hand it off. Islanders again, 5-0-2 in 1-goal games. Net's open now to our right. Lifted in by Victoriaville. 22 seconds left. Rung around the wall. Kept back in again. It's loose. Sheloff back to that high right point. Time left here for a little crease crashing down low in front. There's a shot. Wide, deflected. And Sheloff couldn't get to it. Back down the left side is going to be Nathan Leake. Dribbles it back in again. That's going to be the hockey game. The Charlottetown Islanders Again, going to the win column. We'll go to 6-0-2 in one-goal games with a tight-fisted 5-4 win over the Victoriaville Tigres battle. But a lot of positivity from the game here tonight when you take a look at some of the young talent on the team. A lot of 16 and 17-year-old players, depth-wise, coming through tonight. Game-winning goal off the stick of 17-year-old Rowan Walsh, his first. But again, you've got Dusky on the board, Walsh on the on the board, Provencher, Anthony Flanagan with a beauty of a shot. So it's nice that you can come up with 5 goals in the game, and it doesn't always have to be your key big pieces to lead the way. So the win here tonight for the Charlottetown Islanders, again 5-4. Corey Arstow will be back with the post-game show of this 5-4 win. Again, the Islanders 6-0-2 in one-goal games, 8 of 12 games played so far this season, decided by a goal. So is it worth turning the turnstile? You're absolutely right. Entertaining brand of hockey for the Charlottetown Islanders. A lot of competitive games here moving forward. And this season of 25-26 looks like it's going to be a pretty good one for the Charlottetown Islanders. Here on Max 93.1, you're listening to Charlottetown Islanders Hockey, brought to you by Mr. Lubin Tire, open 7 days a week for all of your car maintenance needs.